Well, you see Quintana's numbers from last year. Kind of a hard luck pitcher, never got any runs. 92 and 93 in his big league career in 374 starts.
And Contreras goes down swinging on the changeup, and Quintana's got his first out with a strikeout.
You see the grip of the changeup from Quintana. He's got that circle change grip, and we talked about how it just fades away with that wind. That ball 6 inches off the plate to Contreras.
Swings and misses at the changeup, and Quintana's got his second strikeout. 2 up and 2 down in the second. First 1-2-3 inning for Quintana after getting the lead. 1-0 New York. And that curveball backdoors him for strike 3. A generous call from Alfonso Marquez to give Quintana his 4th strikeout. We're 1-1.
Now the Mets could sure use a bounce back year from Marte.
That's driven toward left field. Back goes Yelich near the wall. It's off the top of the fence. Marte digging for second. He's in standing with the Mets' first hit of the year. And now they're saying it's a home run. Ball cleared the wall in left field beyond the orange line. Marte with a home run. And the Mets have a 1-0 lead. That was a bolt off the bat of Starling Marte. Grounded down to third, a chance for 2. Beatty to second for 1. A tough pickup from McNeil. Are they going to call the out? They are. And then an overslide at second base by Hoskins. And we got some hard feelings as Hoskins has words with Lindor and others. A hard slide by Hoskins. They called the out at second. Both benches have emptied. The bullpens are joining it as well. Hoskins has a history with the Mets. Remember the 34-second home run trot a few years ago when he was with the Phillies. And you can see how hot McNeil is. And he is still barking.
Oh boy, they're jawing.
Now they called the out at second base despite the fact that McNeil dropped the ball, saying I guess that it was on the transfer.
He's saying that.
Then the question is, did Hoskins make an illegal slide that would turn that into a double play?
Right.
So I think we're going to get a multiple review here.
It was a late slide, but he had full contact with the base, in my estimation.
So they call the out on the transfer, and then, yeah.
But the problem is McNeil, if you watch it again, watch his left knee buckle. That's the issue, and that's what made Jeff angry, because I'm sure he felt he was a whisper away from getting seriously injured there.
I think he got spiked too.
No slide rule violation. Runner at second is out.
You're right, Keith. The left foot of Hoskins spiked McNeil right in the shin.
You know, and to me, that's a clean slide.
First pitch swinging, Francisco Alvarez. It's a rope to left, and it's out of here. Francisco Alvarez on the first pitch from DL Hall was ready and roped one into the seats in left for his first home run of the year, and the Mets are on the board. It's now 3-1.
That's a hanging breaking ball right there on the belt, and crushed it.
And there's the first out. It gives Rhys Hoskins, who's had a perfect afternoon thus far, a chance to hit for a 4th time.
Behind his head, and here we go. Out to second goes Adames and Hoskins. Ramirez exchanging, and the umpire's saying we'll handle it.
That's got to be a warning. It has to be.
They just threw Ramirez out of the game.
Oh, wow.
And now Carlos Mendoza comes out to argue that. So after conferring, the umpires decided that Yohan Ramirez was throwing intentionally at Rhys Hoskins, and he has been ejected. So tough act for Beatty, and he drives one out to right center field. That's deep. Chourio near the wall. It's out of here. Brett Beatty with a pinch hit 3-run homer off the left-hander, and the Mets are right back in this game. It's now 7-5 in the 8th. Beatty rightfully exhilarated out of the lineup today against a left-handed starter. called upon as a pinch hitter. They bring in the funky lefty to face him. First pitch, and he hits it out of the yard to drive in 3.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing on a liner in the air to left, pretty deep. Back goes Yelich. It's going to go. Home run, Pete Alonso. A line drive home run. Just over the Great Wall of Flushing to the right of the 358 mark. Alonso's first home run of the year, and this is now a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Milwaukee 7, New York 6.
And there's Sean right there. He is a big, tall mountain of a man, I tell you that. And there are his numbers from last season with the Giants.
7th pitch of the at-bat to Ibanez, and he struck him out. So Manaea fans Ibanez, 2 men down.
Little change up right there, like a little circle change up in the strike zone.
8th pitch of the at-bat to Green, and he struck him out with a high fastball. So Manaea retired the first 4, his second strikeout. Swing and a miss. Manaea threw a fastball by Jake Rogers. 6 up and 6 down for Manaea with 3 Ks. His fastballs are more 91 to 92 this inning. That one he dials up to 94 to strike out Urshela. That's his 4th strikeout through the first 7 batters. And he goes down swinging, and Manaea just keeps on rolling. He's got 5 strikeouts. He's retired the first 8 batters.
Starts out knee high outside corner and sinks, drops out of the zone.
The 2-2. Ibanez stares. It's strike 3. 92 mile an hour on the black. 6 strikeouts from Manaea.
Strike 3 call. Got him looking at a fastball. Rogers strikes out for the 2nd time, and that's now 7 for Sean Manaea. And Baez goes down swinging on the curveball. 8 strikeouts from Manaea. That matches the most he had in a game last year. Slowly hit. Beatty has to charge. Tough play on the run. And he got him by a stride. Nicely done by Brett Beatty to retire Vierling for the 2nd out as Kelly moves to 2nd.
Boy, that was a close one. Really nice charge. No margin for error. Strong throw. Got him.
Andy Ibanez, the batter, has struck out twice. And he lines one toward the whole base hit. To 3rd is Kelly. He's being waved home. The throw by Nimmo to the plate on a hop. Alvarez with the tag. He got him! Brandon Nimmo guns down Carson Kelly at the plate to keep this game scoreless. First hit of the game for the Tigers as Ibanez singles to left, but Nimmo negates the run. Alvarez absorbs the hit and makes the tag to keep it scoreless. Now Alvarez with a 2-out opportunity here in the 3rd. He drives this one down the left field line. That's a fair ball going into the corner. Lindor is in to score. Alonso being waved around by Mike Sarbo as it got away from Green. It's a 2-run double for Francisco Alvarez. And the Mets finally cracked through after 19 straight zeros. They put up a pair in the 3rd. Alvarez drives in 2, and it's 2-0 New York. And Beatty takes one the other way for a base hit. Around 3rd comes Alonso. He will score.
His 2 best at-bats, I think, in this young season have come against left-handers. Milner of the Brewers, and here on a difficult breaking pitch off Wentz. Just goes with it. 2-strike approach. Put the ball in play. Something good can happen.
Nobody in the ballpark. 1-5. Hitless through 7. Feels like rock bottom.
McNeil drives one deep right field. Way back there. Gone. A rocket out of the park for McNeil. His first home run of the season. And the Mets extend their lead to 3-1.
Yesterday, the New York Mets, they ended up winning late. And you could feel like tension for this Mets team. Just come off the board. Now watch them react to each other right now. Got in around 11 o'clock at night. That's not a normal celebration.
Strikeout for Diaz to end it. As he gets Jake Fraley and picks up his first save since coming back from injury. Edwin Diaz shuts the door. The Mets win it 3-2.
At the season. And he puts it hard over the bag and down the line, and that snaps the over for Lindor. He's on his way to 2nd. takes the turn there and holds on with a well-struck double. He hits this one deep to left field, and that ball is not coming back. Francisco Lindor with his first home run of the year. So a breakout game for Lindor, a double, and now his first home run, and it's now 3-0 New York. So he started the day 1 for 31. He's 2 for 3 today with a double and his first home run of the season.
A few Abbott fastballs that he did get to the top of the zone, but Lindor beat him to the punch.
2-2 from Diaz. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Edwin Diaz puts on the finishing touches with his second save, and the Mets win their first series of the year, the first game they've won wire to wire this year, as the Mets get 4 hitless innings out of the bullpen behind Sean Manaea. Breakout game for Francisco Lindor, and the Mets win the game 3-1.
Well, they're only 6 behind the Braves.
Nimmo hooks one to deep right field. Forget that. That'll tie the game. Brandon Nimmo into the chop house. A 3-run homer. His first of the year, and the Mets have come from 4 runs down to get even. Brandon Nimmo with a 3-run homer out of sight to tie the game at 4. 435 feet off the bat. Nimmo makes his first of the year a huge one. So 1 out and 1 on. Now Michael Harris, and he swings and misses on a ball that goes to the backstop, retrieved by Alvarez, and he got him. Wow! What a play by Alvarez. The ball came hard off the backstop fence, right back to Alvarez, and he guns down Olson for the second out. It was the bare hand pickup that made the play. Lindor might have gotten spiked, by the way.
No, he got elbowed in the shin.
We got a knee in the shin, yeah.
Yep, sorry.
It's 2-1. Never mind. He swings at this one and flies it deep to center. Back goes Harris looking up, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo ties the game again with his second home run of the night. This one into the shrubbery in center field. Brandon Nimmo having a night. His second home run ties the game at 5.
That is impressive. He has really become a good hitter off lefties.
Looking to get Beatty home from second. 5-5 top of the 8th. And Stewart hits one in the air to center field. Back goes Harris to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. DJ Stewart's first hit of the year is a go-ahead 2-run homer. Stewart clears the center field fence. The Mets' third home run of the game, and the Mets have their first lead of the game, 7-5 on a big-time home run by DJ Stewart.
Well, that's a good one for DJ.
9th pitch of the at-bat from Chavez, and he lines one toward the middle, base hit. McNeil around third, heading home. Harris's throw to the plate is cut off, throw to third, and Taylor is safe. Nimmo drives in his 5th run of the night, an RBI single to make it 8-5 New York. What an at-bat. Ozuna 1 for 3 in his career against Lopez. And he launches this one to deep left field. Back goes Taylor, back near the wall, leaping, and he made the catch. Oh, Tyrone Taylor with a beautiful play right up against the 375 mark in left field. Tyrone Taylor robbing Ozuna of at least an extra base hit. Olson moved to third on the play, but one enormous out. Fly ball, right center field, back in the gap goes Nimmo with Marte. Marte's got it, and the Mets hang on to win. Jorge Lopez gets his first save as a Met. Great play by Tyrone Taylor to help save him. Huge night for Brandon Nimmo with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. And the Mets win a thriller from the Braves as they hang on 8-7. Winans ahead 0-2. And Beatty lines one the other way for a base hit. Marte to third is being waved around. Duvall makes the throw to the plate, and Marte gets in safely. Down to second base goes Beatty. Duvall threw it over the cutoff man. Alvarez struck out an off-speed pitch his first time, but he lines one toward the gap in left center. That's going to settle on the warning track and hop against the wall. Alonso's in to score. Alvarez with an RBI double. The Mets have scored in each of the first 3 innings, and they lead it 4-0. Pulled on the ground over the bag. That's a fair ball going down the line and off the sidewall. That'll bring in Alvarez. McNeil into second base. He trades places with Alvarez, an RBI double to make it 5-0 New York. That's hit to deep right field. Acuna looks up, and it's out of here. DJ Stewart with a 2-run homer, and the Mets have put the hammer down against Alan Winans in the 3rd. And he lines one, and it's caught by Beatty. Beautiful grab by Brett Beatty. Boy, he's played some defense early this season. Timed his lead perfectly to pick off that sizzler hit by Acuna and get Quintana through the 3rd. 1-2-3. Hit in the air to pretty deep left field. Back goes Duvall near the wall, and it's out of here. A grand slam for Tyrone Taylor to add the icing on the cake. Taylor hits a grand slam off Luis Guillorme to make it 16-4 New York.
Very nice.
Encouraged by Mets owner Steve Cohen. The crowd is giving Lindor the Trey Turner treatment. Take your slumping player, give him a hand, and hope that it translates into results. And Lindor turns on one and sends it foul into the second deck. Well, it certainly worked for Turner last year in Philadelphia.
I mean, it happened on August 4th. After that, his numbers were crazy good for Trey Turner.
So 2 out. Here's Alonso, who drove in the first Met run with a base hit up the middle. That's driven to left field. Back goes Blanco, takes a look, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso homers for the 2nd straight night and ties the game at 4.
What wind?
Like an axe through butter. Alonso's 5th home run of the year, and it's 4-4 in the 3rd.
And look at the Pete on top. That's a line drive home run right there. His last 3 home runs have been line drives.
So Pete in the last 4 games is 8 for 14. Frank, and there's another one for Alonso. He crushes this one, and that one makes it to the back of the lower deck. 2nd of the day, 6th of the year for Alonso. It's now 11-5 Kansas City. He doesn't leave much doubt. Beast, 198 career home runs for Alonso. Wow. 20th time in his career he's hit 2 in a game. First time this year, so that gets the Mets a little life. We'll say Buto, 2nd start of the year.
You know, the thing about Buto is that he's been here to replace other people. 27th man when he made that start. Adrian Hauser could have started today on regular rest, but I think they have some future plans for Buto with McGill and Senga on the IL.
And Garcia chases for strike 3. Beautiful changeup for Buto. That's his difference maker, and he's got a strikeout to start the day. 2-2 to Witt. And Buto strikes him out with the changeup. Back-to-back strikeouts for Buto to start the afternoon. 2-2 from Buto. And Pasquantino goes down swinging. 3 changeups for strikeouts in the opening inning. And Buto strikes out the side. 3-2 coming to Velasquez. And he struck him out. Got him with the changeup. 4 strikeouts, all on the changeup. 2 out. And he struck him out with a changeup. 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings for Jose Buto, all on the changeup. No score.
He's worked from 2-0 to 2-2. Leans back, pitch. Swing and a tip into the mid. Alvarez squeezes it. Strike 3. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Isbell retired. 1 away.
And now he's got 7 as he strikes out Renfroe with a slider.
The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. For 1, there's a new career high in strikeouts for Jose Buto. That's number 8.
3-2 again. And it's in there for a call strike 3. Perfectly placed outside corner at the knees. 9 strikeouts for Jose Buto, including the last 3. That's a hit off the end of the bat. A little number out to McNeil. The glove flip, and he got him. Beautifully done by McNeil, and that retires the side. Jeff with the nifty glove flip. Keep it scoreless. Bader, it's a weak ground ball. He might beat this out. Garcia can't make the play, and the Mets have the lead. A swinging bunt by Harrison Bader brings in Alonso in the lead run, and it's 1-0 New York. After all those opportunities, it's the weakest hit ball of the day that gets the first run home.
And then you get the swinging bunt.
1 New York, 9th inning. And Vermain popped it up. Alonso tracking it. He's calling, and he makes the catch, and the ball game is over. DJ Stewart will bat for him with the tying run at second. And Stewart cracks one into right field. Moving over is Joe. He can't get it. It's up against the wall. In to score is Beatty. Alvarez will be held at third. It's a pinch hit RBI double for DJ Stewart to tie the game.
Fastball right down the pipe, and when you pinch hit, you got a fastball hitter, and when you're pinch hitting, you've got a fastball, you're on it.
And he lines one down the left field line, base hit, and that'll bring in two. McNeil and Stewart both come in to score. Bader at second with a two-run double, and the Mets for a second straight day take the lead in the bottom of the eighth on a big hit from Harrison Bader. 2-2 to Cruz. Fly ball right center field. Over in the gap goes Marte. He's there, and the ball game is over. Edwin Diaz saves it for the second straight day. The Mets, after starting the year 0-5, have gotten back to 500. They've won 8 of their last 11 games as they score 3 at the bottom of the 8th. Harrison Bader plays hero again, and the Mets beat the Pirates 6-3. Reed Garrett on to pitch for the Mets. Swing and a miss, got him with a splitter. Well, Garrett takes care of Olivares on 3 pitches for the first out. 1-2 coming, and he struck him out. Got him with the slider. So back-to-back strikeouts for Garrett to start the 6th. And he struck him out with a splitter. Reed Garrett strikes out the side in the 6th inning. And a swing and a miss. Got him with a slider. That's 4 consecutive strikeouts for Reed Garrett. And Williams takes the high slider for a strike 3 call. And that's 5 strikeouts for Reed Garrett. 3-2 now coming to Reynolds, and he struck him out with a splitter. Reed Garrett, 6 strikeouts and 2 innings of relief, keeps the Pirates off the board. It's still a 1-0 game against them. And he smacks one down the left field line, slicing away from Reynolds, and it lands. It's an extra base hit. In to score is Lindor. Alonso will be held at third. Joey Wendell ties the game with an opposite field double, and it's 1-1 in the 7th. Last night it was DJ Stewart coming off the bench with a big. Lindor 1 for 3 in his career against Hudson. And he hits one deep to right center field toward the pavilion. That ball is out of here. Francisco Lindor with his 2nd home run of the year. His first as a left-hand batter. A 2-run shot, and the Mets go right back in front. 6-4. He's been waiting for that for the last 3 weeks since the bell rang. Lindor finally got his best swing from the left side and put one in orbit to put the Mets back in front. McNeil, the lead runner at third, Bader at second, Nimmo at first, and Marte muscles one into center field for a base hit. McNeil is in. Here comes Bader. The throw by Outman cut off. Throw to third, and they'll tag out Nimmo to end the inning, but 2-run score on the play, and the Mets now have an 8-4 lead. Starling Marte drives in a pair, and the Mets tack on 2 in the 8th. Oscar Hernandez 1-2. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Marte unloads one to center field. Outland back to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Starling Marte with a 3-run homer to greet Ryan Brazier, and the Mets go back in front. It's 5-2 New York. A 4 RBI day for Marte, his 4th home run of the year, and the Mets now have a 3-run lead in the 6th. Second pitch thrown by Ryan Brazier, and Marte made no mistake. Bases loaded, 2 out. And he pulls one on the ground. Alonso sprawls to get it. Smith late covering, and Alonso dives and makes the play himself. Alonso picking up for Drew Smith, who did not get over, and makes the diving play to beat Muncy to the bag after making the sprawling stop to keep the Mets in front.
That one, though. Maybe the slider's coming.
2-2. He struck him out. Edwin Diaz puts the 8th inning. Well, Reed Garrett had 39 minor league saves. He had 2 pitching for the Seibu Lions in Japan in 20 and 21. And now he tries for his first save in the major leagues. 6, 7, and 8 in the order. And Outman takes strike 3 call. Splitter at the knees, and Outman is caught looking, and that's the first down in the bottom of the 9th. Strike 3 called. He got him looking at a slider. Reed Garrett with back-to-back strikeouts, and the Dodgers are down to their final out in the 9th.
What a pitch. Perfection by Garrett when he needed it most.
And now the Dodgers are down to their final strike. 0-2 coming from Garrett to Lux. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Reed Garrett strikes out the side in the 9th for his first major league save. The Mets win their 6th in a row.
Tapper up the third baseline, barehanded by Chapman. He throws it high, and Flores does well to keep it from going into foul ground. And Lindor has himself an infield hit. Lindor gets under one to deep right. Back goes Slater at the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor golfing one over the right field wall for his 3rd home run of the year, and the Mets jump in front 2-0. Lindor bringing rain on an 0-2 pitch and hitting it out of the yard, and the Mets go in front 2-0.
Maybe that'll get him going.
First lead the Mets have had in this series. And he pokes one the other way for his 3rd hit of the day. Only hit his home run on an 0-2 pitch, and this time going with the breaking ball and hitting it to left field. And so Lindor is 3 for 4. 3-2 to Lindor.
Oh,
and he clocks one to deep right field, and that is way out of here. Francisco Lindor breaks out with a 4-hit, 2-home run game. And the Mets now lead at 8-1. Lindor came into the day with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs for the season. He has 2 home runs and 4 RBIs in this game.
Grounds that one fair down the first base line. Martinez gets to first. He'll stop right there as Nootbaar gets it in. But there's a good piece of hitting right out of the gate from J.D. Martinez, who has his first hit as a New York Met.
You know, watching his career, I really felt like he took off learning how to do that type of swing from Miguel Cabrera in a Tiger uniform. Miguel is a stickler, and he says you want to hit over 300, you have to hit the ball line to line. Nice piece of hitting.
2 down, here's Goldschmidt. As Goldschmidt lines one to center field. Good jump for Bader. Dives and makes the catch. Harrison Bader takes one away from his former team. Goldschmidt with a low liner, and Bader with a great jump diving into a slide to make the play. Nicely done by Harrison Bader, robbing Goldschmidt, helping Budo get through the 3rd. He drives this one toward right field. It's pretty deep. Nootbaar's back for it. Leaping at the wall. It's off the top of the fence. It scores Lindor. Martinez gets to second base. His first RBI is a Met. It's a run-scoring double, and now 4-2 St. Louis.
Talked about it earlier in the ball game. When he's locked in, he has power, especially the opposite field, allowing this baseball to travel deep and hitting it with authority. I mean, that ball came off his bat like he was left-handed, and that's his strength.
Bro, the hot honey pizza is slamming.
Bro, no hot honey pizza. Cheese sauce folded, that's it.
Well, how about the arugula?
No arugula. If you know New York, you know. You're bugging.
If you know New York, you know where the real flavors are.
You know, never trust an empty subway car.
Hold that door.
If you know New York, you know your Colombian coffee comes from an Egyptian guy in a Greek cup.
If you know New York, you know 2 wheels is always faster than 4.
You know the sound of the city lives within the grooves. You gotta listen.
If you know New York,
You know, seeing your name on concrete is like seeing your name up in lights.
you know what I'm saying? Si tú conoces Nueva York, 世界の中心なの分かるだろ? If you know New York, you know how much of it went into this jersey.
Nickname of Polar Bear. He sends one deep to right field. Ranging back is Nootbaar at the wall. There it is! History for Pete Alonso. Home run number 200. Just the fourth Met all-time to hit the mark. And he slashes the Cardinal lead in half.
This is why he's a dangerous hitter. Pitch away, up in the zone, no problem. Strong enough to go the other way. There's only a handful of players that can do that in this park.
And there is the Toyota numbers for Jose Quintana. His last start in San Francisco, he really was not a good one. He was really off with his command, particularly with his fastball. Talked about nibbling too much. Let's see if he goes after hitters.
But off to a much better start. And he chases a high fastball, and Quintana's got his first strikeout and the first out of the inning. So Wynn fails to advance the run.
Way out of the strike zone.
And a swing and a miss at a high fastball from Quintana, and he strikes out Mason Wynn for the second time. Those are his only 2 strikeouts of the day, and they both come on high fastball. Contreras. Curveball struck him out. Jose Quintana wanted one more batter, and he was equal to the task. He fans Contreras to get through 8 for the first time as a Met. Pitch of the at-bat, and Lindor slugs one out to left center. Back in the gap goes Ciani, right near the wall. It's out of here! Francisco Lindor ties the game with an opposite field home run. Number 5 for Lindor, and it's 1-1 in the 6th. Well, Lindor had a 2-home run game in San Francisco on Wednesday. Struggled through the first 2 games of this series, but he unloads an opposite field home run to get the Mets even. Struck him out. Got him with a splitter. 0-2 to Bader. And he lines one into center field. A base hit to tie the game. Harrison Bader down in the count, comes through. And we are even 2-2 in the 11th.
Boy, that is clutch. Gosh, you're ahead 0-2. You saw the high target.
Preparing for the 9th. Fly ball, center field. Back goes Ciani to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Vientos wins the game for New York with a 2-run homer. Mark Vientos back in the big leagues with a bang. A 2-run homer in the bottom of the 11th. And the Mets win it 4-2. 2-1 to Nimmo. And he rockets one out to right field. Back goes Tauchman near the wall, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with his 3rd home run of the year, and the Mets have an instant 1-0 lead. 13th time in his career that Brandon Nimmo has led off the first inning with a home run.
Well, I've been waiting for Brandon to get hot. He comes into the game hitting .202, and maybe this will be the beginning of a hot streak for Brandon.
And going up against the Cubs tonight is Luis Severino, who's been the Mets' best starting pitcher through the first month. And he goes to the off-speed pitch to strike out Tauchman. His first strikeout, and there are 2 men down.
He set it up with all that heat, so by the time he faced and saw this pitch for the first time, there's no way he could get close with that speed differential from Severino.
And he gets the down and in breaking ball that strikes him out. So Severino with an impressive first inning, 1-2-3 with a couple of Ks. Swing and a miss. Severino threw a fastball by Swanson. 6 up and 6 down for Severino. Bush goes down on strikes, and that's the 4th strikeout. Popped up on the left side, and Vientos has the play near the bag. 5 hitless innings for Luis Severino. And a swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. Severino's got his 5th strikeout. Broken back grounder past the mound. McNeil has to hurry against Bo Armstrong's speed, and he gets him at first base. Line to McNeil. He picks it off, and 6 hitless innings in the books for Luis Severino. Down to first, knocked down by Alonso. He'll take the out there. Whoa. Safe at second is Tauchman. Tying run at second, 1 out. And it's looped towards second. Grabbed by McNeil. It's going to be a double play. Read poorly by Tauchman, and for the second time in 2 days, the Mets get a double play on a play just like that. And so Severino is through 7 without allowing a hit. 0-2 to Swanson with Mervis on deck. Broken back liner, base hit. Dansby Swanson breaks his bat and delivers the first hit of the night for the Cubs.
Well, just like the Mets fans, bravo to Luis. Went to the well 3 times there, and the third one was not as good as the first 2.
Severino finally surrenders a hit that comes on a broken bat. So now the no-hit bid is gone, and now the game is on the line. 1-2 to Armstrong. And he popped one up behind second base. Who's going to get it? Emo calling for it. And that retires the side. Severino gives up his first hit. It costs him a run. 1-1 game going to the bottom of the 8th. And Stewart drives one to deep right field. And that ball is in the upper deck, and the Mets have the lead. A 3-run shot for DJ Stewart, and it's 4-1 New York. 4th home run of the year for DJ Stewart, and the Mets do cash in, and they've got themselves a 4-1 lead in the 6th.
No doubter right here. Fast, low, you want to throw a little cutter. Stewart all over it.
First pitch. Morel hits a ground ball left side. Beatty dives, fields, throws to second one. McNeil to first. It is a double play. Brett Beatty diving left. Accurate throw to second. McNeil snaps it over to Alonso at first. 5-4-3 double play. Hauser's ground ball gets him out of trouble in the 3rd.
Fly ball along the right field line. A long run for Marte. Slides on the line, and he made the catch. Nice play by Marte. Caught it in fair territory, and that is the first out.
It's not an easy play right here.
Infield in, the 0-2. Flied in the air towards center. Bader comes sprinting in. It's Marte who cuts him off, makes the catch. The throw home. Morel tags. Here's the tag, and he's out. Narvaez puts it on Morel. The double play. Inning over. Starling Marte cut off Harrison Bader. Marte has just thrown out the potential go-ahead run, and we stay tied.
3-1 coming to Tauchman. And he hits it sharply toward the home base hit. Around third, Madrigal heading home. Here comes Marte's throw to the plate. Narvaez with the tag. He missed him. He's got to go back for him again. And he got him! Side retired! Narvaez does it again! Marte with the throw home. Narvaez missed the initial tag, and he got Madrigal trying to get back in, and the Cubs are turned aside in the 11th. Beatty the runner at second, Bader at first, nobody out. That's down 6-5 in the 11th.
Could be a real hero here.
And he drives one the other way, a base hit. Beatty around third, he's going to score. Bader racing for third, he's being waved home. The throw to the plate will not be made, and the Mets win the ball game. Francisco Lindor with a walk-off 2-run hit in the bottom of the 11th, and the Mets win it 7-6.
Christian Scott is filling up the zone down in AAA right now. Right now he has a .71 whip in the minor leagues.
Walks and hits for pitch. That's
I mean,
wild.
that is just ridiculously low.
Payoff pitch. Fastball blown by Arozarena for strike 3. There's the first major league strikeout, Ken Rosenthal, for Christian Scott. First pitch swinging. Harold Ramirez bounced to third. Beatty to second. McNeil to first. It is a double play. And Christian Scott fired up in front of family and friends, getting out of the inning with the double play. 1 run across for the Rays. We're tied to the 2nd. So is that sweeper for a strikeout, his 2nd of the night.
Hamill, Blade, Tidwell, these guys are on the way. 0-2 pitch, slider, he went around, strike 3.
It's been a nice sequencing for the 24-year-old who looks for a perfect frame and got it. Gets Ramirez corkscrewing out of the box.
That's what I'm talking about. There's an art to 2-strike pitching, and he's doing it right now.
Doug is happy. The rest of the family's loving it. And Christian Scott is making Mets fans here and back in Queens smile. 1-1 through 4. Payoff pitch. Waved and missed. On the sweeper. Strikeout for Scott. And in his major league debut, he has fanned 5.
You can chase that slider way off.
There it is. Got Ramirez for his 6th strikeout, 18 of 20. And I think Carlos Mendoza, after a 94-pitch outing, he was hoping for that last out. Mets starters have only gone 7 innings a couple times this year, but what a debut for the kid.
Nimmo launches one to deep right. Forget that. That is way out of here. Brandon Nimmo puts the Mets back in front with his 4th home run of the year. What a bolt from Nimmo, and the Mets regain the lead. The first home run and only the 2nd run allowed by Andrew Kittredge this season. 0-1 to win. And he punches one to the right side. Run down by McNeil, and the ball game is over. Edwin Diaz comes back with a 1-2-3 ninth, and the Mets win for the first time on the road trip as they secure a 1-run win on the strength of Brandon Nimmo's 7th inning home run. And a Mets starting pitcher gets a win for the first time since April 17th. Gorman plunks one into center field, and this is going to be caught by Nimmo with a tremendous diving play. That ball looked for sure like it was going to fall, but Nimmo came out of nowhere and made a gorgeous play to rob Gorman of a base hit.
Brandon has come a long way with the glove, and that is a catch.
And a little flare toward third, and that's a fair ball bouncing away from Arenado. McNeil takes a turn and they'll hold it first. Nito hits a shot off the glove of Arenado, and the Mets have 2 men on. Nimmo uncorks one to deep center field. Back goes Ciani at the wall. It's out of here! Brandon Nimmo strikes again. A 3-run homer to tie the game. The go-ahead home run last night, the tying home run tonight. And now Marte cranks one to deep left center. Back near the wall, it's off the fence, in play. Marte will go to second base and stop there with a well-struck double. So the Mets beginning to unload on Miles Michaelis. And he drives one into right field for a base hit. Marte to third, he'll be held up there. 5 straight hits for the Mets to start the 5th inning. There goes Lindor, and Alonso hits it out to right center, chasing Ciani back. It's beyond his reach and up against the wall. Pete Alonso breaks out with a 2-run double, and the Mets have a 5-3 lead in the 5th. And he bangs one up the middle, and that'll drive in a run. Alonso is in to score. Martinez with the 7th hit of the inning. And that's lined into left field, and McNeil's got his 3rd hit of the night. Again, the 1-2. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Adam Ottavino bends but does. And Martinez flies one to deep right field. Back goes Acuna, back at the wall. It's out of here. J.D. Martinez breaks up the no-hit bid with his first home run as a New York Met. A first pitch opposite field shot, and the Mets will not be no-hit on this day. It's now 4-1. So Met fans finally get something to jump up and cheer for on an otherwise desolate afternoon.
Sevy throws 6 different pitches.
Well, he's changed it up a little bit in terms of his fastball, throwing a lot more 2-seamers, sinkers.
And there's another one. Severino goes 98. That was the heater. And Severino, when he needed it, delivered. Picks up the strikeout, leaves the bases loaded.
2-2. Swing and a miss. 96-mile-an-hour heater on the outside corner. 2 outs, 3-2. Runner goes. Pitch is caught on and miss. Severino comes all the way back.
Really good pitch there, the sweeper. The first one missed, didn't sweep. That one does. 4th strikeout for Severino.
His feet 5 inches off the ground. He really drives that 2-seamer down.
1-2, and this one, fair ball down the line, off the tarp it goes. Stewart is in. Alonso puts the brakes on. That's an RBI for Pete. And it's now the Mets one and the Braves one. He did keep it fair. 1-1 to Alonso. Swing and a drive, right center field and deep. It bounces off the base of the wall. Lindor did not get a good jump. He's being waved in, and he will score on a double by Alonso, his second RBI of the night. And just like that, back-to-back doubles have evened this one up at 2.
I actually loved the lead that Lindor took because he knew that if this ball would hit wall, he could still score easily from it.
What an opportunity for Nimmo. It's been a terrific offensive start for Nimmo. 3-2, Nimmo. Deep to right center. Still going. It's over! Oh, what a story! Brandon Nimmo, the hero after getting injured yesterday. Off the bench and wins it with a walk-off shot.
Are you kidding me?
Can't make it up.
It's better to tame the lion than to push the donkey.
6th home run of the year for Brandon Nimmo. He does an interview from the dugout, comes in and makes a tremendous catch, and then walks it off. And the Mets stun the Braves on Sunday Night Baseball 4-3.
Pretty good pitching by Wilma, right?
Yes. Wilma set him up for it back when he was just a little boy.
3 straight walks issued by Diekman, and that's going to be the end of his tenure in this game. Wow. 7 walks by Met pitchers today. They continue to lead the league in that dubious category.
Not happy.
Glove always takes the brunt. 1-2 coming.
Line drive off Hoffman into center field, base hit. Taylor will come around to score. Alonso is caught between second and third. Now it gets away from Bohm. Throw to second, and Bader gets in safely. The Mets have tied the game. Harrison Bader banking one off the pitcher and into center field. A big RBI hit for Bader, and the Mets get back even 3-3. And that goes to the backstop. Here comes Alonso, and the Mets take the lead. A wild pitch from Hoffman brings in Pete Alonso, and the Mets go back in front 4-3.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's not even close.
That's a serious overthrow.
There goes Stott stealing third. It's lined and caught by McNeil, and we're going to extra innings. Stott was on the move. Rayo. And the first one hit through the hole. That's a base hit. And that'll bring Lindor in, and the Mets have the lead in the 11th. First pitch thrown by Alvarado. J.D. Martinez goes the other way to drive in a run, and it's 5-4 New York.
Well, good hitting. First ball attacking.
And that goes to the backstop. Here comes Martinez, and the Mets have a 2-run lead. The Mets got the go-ahead run in the 8th inning on a wild pitch, and now they get an extra run in the 11th on a wild pitch from Alvarado.
Wow.
He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Jake Diekman holds on with a tying run at third base in the bottom of the 11th, and the Mets finally get themselves a victory over the Phillies as they win it 6-5 in the 11th.
Well, Harrison Bader, big, coming off the bench, 2 hits, big from the offensive side. The Mets really played with heart.
And Bell strokes one to right. Marte coming on, slides, and he makes the catch. Marte got a great break on that ball coming in, and he makes a terrific play to take a base hit away from Bell and end the inning.
Here's McNeil, who barely missed a home run his last time up, doubled off the fence and right.
Now McNeil hits one well to right center field. Back goes Rodriguez to the warning track. It's over his head, and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil with a 2-run homer. Second of the year for McNeil, and the Mets are right back within a run. It's 5-4. McNeil with a wall scraper double the last time, and this time he just had enough to get it over the fence and right.
Jake Diekman allowing a home run for a second straight appearance.
Yeah, frustration is building for individuals and the team through this rough patch.
And he hooks this one to right field. Back goes Rodriguez. It's over his head, and it's out of here. Jeff McNeil homers for the second straight game. McNeil with a line drive home run, his third of the year, his second in 2 days. And the Mets have a 2-0 lead. The last time Jeff homered in back-to-back games, it was 2020 when he homered 4 straight. And now 4 years later, he has him in back-to-back games again. That's line into left field. Coming on, Nimmo diving, and he caught the ball. The third base umpire looked to the second base umpire for help, and they called him out. The second base umpire, Manny Gonzalez, saw this ball go into Nimmo's glove, and the Guardians will not challenge.
You see how Nimmo rolled over? So Todd Tichenor probably lost view of the ball.
Terrific play by Nimmo for the first out. And he rockets one to deep left. Forget that. That is way out of here. Into the second deck. J.D. Martinez with an enormous home run, his third of the year.
Ball's kind of inner half in, and he just turned on it.
Vientos smacks one out to right center. Back in the gap goes Matos near the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos goes back-to-back after Martinez. And it's 5-2 New York. First time this year the Mets have hit back-to-back home runs, and it's J.D. Martinez and Mark Vientos, two guys who weren't on the roster on opening day. Now Pete Alonso. And Pete cranks one to deep left field. Ramos to the wall, and it's out of here. Number 12 from Pete Alonso, the Mets' third home run of the night. The third straight game the Mets have hit 3 home runs. Martinez, Vientos, and now Alonso. And he cranks one to deep right field. That ball is out of here. Brett Baty puts the Mets in front. Fighting for his job, Brett Baty explodes one into the upper deck, and the Mets lead 2-1. Fourth home run of the year for Baty, and the Mets are back in front.
A little bit of competition never hurts.
Sean Manaea, who pitched for the Giants last year, will try and cool them down.
Yeah, 37 games last year, 10 of them starts, but his role for that ball club last year was bulk innings. Now he's one of the 5 starters.
Backdoor breaking ball in for a call, strike 3. Beautiful backdoor slider by Manaea for the second out. And he gets him with a breaking ball. Manaea with a couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 first. And he struck him out with a changeup. So Manaea puts the inning to bed.
Swing and a miss. Hard sinker away. Strikes out Soler.
Swing and a miss, and Manaea strikes out McKenna to get through the bottom of the 4th. As Matos goes down swinging on the high fastball, and that's 6 strikeouts now for Manaea, 1 out in the 4th. First pitch, Hauser throws. Chapman hits it deep to center, and back goes Bader, leaps and takes a home run away from Chapman. Harrison Bader timed his leap perfectly. Chapman headed right to the top of the orange line, and there was Bader to pluck it for a long first out. And he hits a 2-hopper to third. Nice grab by Baty. The spinorama and the throw right on target. Oh, wow. Brett Baty. The grab was great, but the throw was phenomenal.
He must have been reliving his quarterback days in high school. Running to his left. Got to throw something over the middle. And Pete's waiting for the perfect throw.
Popped up behind third. Baty tracking it into foul ground near the tarp and leans over and makes the grab. Another tremendous play by Brett Baty. Rob Chapman in the 8th inning, and now he goes over the tarp to catch Yastrzemski's foul pop-up to end the top of the 9th. Beautifully done. And Bader lines one, base hit down the left field line. Nimmo is in. Here comes Marte. He will score. McNeil will be held at third. It's a tying double for Harrison Bader. It's 3-3 in the 9th.
Harrison has done it all year long. Why would you expect anything different? He has taken his best at-bats with the games on the line after the 8th inning. This time swatted at this rising breaking ball. Just got it off the end of the bat.
They've made the decision to load the bases and go after Omar Narvaez, looking for his first Citi Field hit of the year. Swinging a liner over short, base hit, left center, put it in the books. McNeil scores from third. Omar Narvaez has his first hit at Citi Field this season. The Mets have scored 3 in the bottom of the ninth to win the ball game. They beat the Giants 4-3. They end their 5-game losing streak, and they're pouncing on Omar Narvaez back behind second base on the outfield grass on a day when the Giants did not have their closer Camilo Doval available. The Mets come from behind against Tyler Rogers. 3 in the ninth. The Mets have won the ball game 4-3.
Dodgers a very top-heavy lineup, but you don't get a much better top than what they've got. And Tyler McGill will try to negotiate that. And he strikes out on the splitter. Good pitch by McGill to get Ohtani for the second out.
Well, this is really the equalizer I always thought from McGill. A split finger, fastball.
And it's in there for a call strike 3. Fastball at the top of the zone, got him looking. And he got him with a fastball, 97. Great gas. There's a good cutter by McGill to strike out Lux, and he's got his first 1-2-3 inning of the day after getting the lead. And he had a swing, and he went around strike 3. Taylor was struck out for the second time. That's 5 now for McGill. And he struck him out. Got him with a high fastball. 6 strikeouts in 5 scoreless innings for Tyler McGill. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for McGill, matching his season high. And he struck him out. Got him with a splitter. Back-to-back strikeouts from McGill to start the 7th. 2-2 coming to Taylor. Got him looking. Side retired. Tyler McGill strikes out the side of the 7th inning. 9 punch-outs and 7 scoreless for McGill.
Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball down and in. Check the swing. No swing. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
And now Lopez has just been tossed, Howie. Ramon DeJesus at third. The third base umpire just tossed the pitcher.
Well, I mean, you know what? I understand Lopez is upset, but you can't do that because now they've got to get somebody up in the bullpen again.
Whoa. And Lopez responds by tossing his glove up over the netting and into the crowd.
And that's where the Mets are at right now.
It's not a good optic.
No.
Carlos Mendoza said that he understands the emotion, but that particular action of throwing your glove into the stands was unacceptable. Looking back on it, do you regret doing that?
No, I don't regret it. I think I've been looking the worst team probably in the whole MLB. So, whatever happened. So, whatever they want to do, I'll be tomorrow here if they want me. Whatever they want to do. So, I'm gonna keep doing this thing. So I'm healthy on whatever on whatever to do. I'm ready to come back tomorrow. If they want me to be here, so I'll be here.